Greetings. Welcome back to the How Not to Game with Kelly Jack Simutrans tutorial sessions. And we are up to session 22. Between last episode and this episode, right after I hit the stop, I realized that we did not dispatch the bus to service Pinedon, so I went ahead and dispatched that bus. Believe it was Pinedon we were working on. Let's double check. Who are we on right now? Yeah, we're on Eastern, so it was Pinedon. So Pinedon's got its bus out there. I see movement. That electric train is moving. We're going to unpause the game. And thanks for coming aboard. Sorry, I had to shut the window. The neighbor's dog and they have their friend's dog over. Always makes it wonderful when two basset hounds get together. Anyway, as that train does its little run, it's doing it at about, looks like a 33. Yep, 32 passengers. Exactly what we set it to for a minimum. So we're going to see just how much money that's going to make us. While we're doing that, we're going to talk about the charts again. We'll watch right here. We've got the electric train going there. We're going to upgrade that rail here momentarily. As much as I don't want to for that short of a distance, I do need to. Electrics pick up speed a lot faster than steam and diesel do, so it would be a much better way to go. So looking at our vehicle earnings, we just made $294 on our train. Our train's losing money overall. That's because the operational costs considerably higher. It's 3 times what we need. So we're going to have to figure out something to speed this up. And make that work better financially for this company. So let's go ahead and do that one upgrade we did talk about. We're going to go to the wooden sleeper rails instead of the higher speed ones, laid in rocks instead of laid in sand. So this is our ballasted ones, rock ballasted rather than sand. And by speeding this guy up, I'm hoping to see some improvements in our throughput. Whoops, we got some extra rail sections there. This is pricey. This takes us up to 20 bucks a month. So now it's going to be $22 a month for each section of rail. So it's going to cost us more. So this better take and do a slightly better performance. Max speed was 55. Let's see what we get to. Pushing it because of the amount of weight. I think the return trips will get faster. That'll make the return stroke a lot faster. What we really need to do here is to reduce the amount of curves on that somehow, some way. Take and do like a angle to here and then bring it up here and things like that. But for now, we're just going to take and live with what we got. And then we did have our previous setup over here. So who are we going to build up first? Well, let's take a look and see who's doing well. Well, they're both kind of hurting for vehicle earnings. Op profit, Eastern's in trouble. So Cali's making money, Eastern's not. Calico Western will hold off on. Let him build some more money. Oh. So again, we're going to do that same kind of stunt that I did before, where we're going to build a rail line right along here to service down to here. And this time I'm thinking I was going to go more this way because it does appear to be slightly more space, and we've got a wider spot to cross the river there at Riverside Metals. And you know what? I am kind of curious. What type of speed did he get to on that return trip? 59. So it didn't really improve our speed. We spent money for nothing, and we're going to lose a lot more money now. Things to watch for. But again, I'm how not to game. Should have waited. Should have waited. Caution. Be a cautious, super uber conservative guy. What do we got here? So, if we go to this side here, build our first rail crossing first. And then this becomes our input line. Out with a yeah, it's got too much slopes all around it. Do one fast terraform right there. Again, terraforming is pricey. I mean, that's $2,000 right there. We got to watch this. We know that we took this company deep into the hole last time building it up. So this time it's build it fast, dirty, and cheap. Do as little terraforming as we can. Get away with. Yeah. I'm going to rotate the map just a little bit to see how close we are. We're not close enough for that to be a setup that we need, so we're going to do that right there. And we are going to have to spend some serious bucks at this station. Don't like doing this. Okay, so we're going to have an input and output and a passenger service here, at least. At some point, the passenger service will come up here. Tough things to do. And again, we got to figure out where all these people come from. Asham, Hillville, Paulingville, Mellowell. Where are those communities at? Well, Hillville's there. Paulingville, Asham. smelly well. So those 4 communities all work here as well as here. This might be a fun little setup. We might have to make a looping passenger service to get people out to these spots to work. Let's go ahead and build this section of rail. We're not building that further out section that we did before. Now notice here we got a little bit of a bend to get to where we need to be. There we go. This looks rough. There we go. Just about done here. There we go. Now let's put in our stations fast. Didn't catch as much as I would like on these, but we at least caught part of the steel mill. We'll finish it out by catching this in a little bit. Right now, it's just get what we can. And then to dispatch faster, we're going to have our dispatch over here by the castle. Right there. Yep, yep, yep. There we go. That should be back far enough. There we go. Grab them sackers. Get them coal cars rolling first. Copy that. The reason I'm copying it is both the coal and the iron ore train will need the same thing. Copy's a good way to do it. All right, we got that set. So now set that schedule. Go with the coal train first. Run him to here. We're going to take and make him do a loop. So he'll come in and fill up. So actually, I'm thinking, you know what? This is a better way right there. There we go. 100% that load. The ETC Riverside Coker. Well, our Empire did finally get up to 90 clicks an hour somewhere along the line. Okay, go to the other guy. He's going to come from the iron mine. He's also going to come into that same one. Same thing. And this is our taconite, or ETC taconite trip. What do I call them? Yeah, we'll call it something taconite. Where's that taconite? Hoppers. All right, with that out, now we can move those steel cars. Get the steel set up. Only going to need 4 per because that's a lot of weight. Starting from here, going over to here. 100% him. And we're going to call this a Rollagon, even though it's not really a Rollagon. Let's call it a runner run. And at 16 minutes and a half, we're going to call this the vid. But first, because we do not want autosave to bite me again, we will choose to save. We do have to take and rename it the first time in each day or each session that you're playing. So you do have to type it in each time. If you click on the other, it automatically saves it as that. Does not give you the option of keeping that. So that's why the first time you can do it this way, and then after that, if you're in a session saving it, you just gotta highlight behind it and back it up to change the number a little bit. Little glitches, things we wish we could get done, but it doesn't remember which map you're playing. So, all right, see you next bit.